Hello all, welcome to eLagaan Whiteboard Friday. Today we are going to talk about payroll due diligence. So what exactly payroll due diligence mean? As the name suggests, it's basically due diligence carried out on the payroll of the company. But does it mean that it's restricted only to the payments made to the employees? No, not at all. India is notoriously famous for having plethora of labor laws such as Contract Labor Act, or some acts which you wouldn't have even heard, like Information of Vacancy Act. Then there are laws on immigrations, and there are laws even on state migrants. So there are several laws, and so this due diligence also encompasses checking the compliance with those laws as well. So, what is the scope of payroll due diligence? The major scope is obviously checking the payroll payments, how the processing is happening, what are the internal policies on the payroll, and whether there are any, how the employees' attendance and all is tracked in the system. And one of the main goal is to also check if there are any ghost employees or ghost payments being shown to root the money from the company. And the second part of the payroll due diligence is checking compliances with all the labor laws such as PF, ESI, Labor Welfare Fund, then Contract Labor Act, Shop and Establishment, Maternity Benefit Act, and so on and so forth. So this is broadly the scope of payroll due diligence. So now, what are the key requirements? In our experience, we've seen that while everyone takes care of PF, ESI, and PT to an extent, but they always tend to ignore other laws. Like, for example, Maternity Benefit Act requires you to do a filing every year, and most of the companies are not aware. Then there's like filing of Form ABC for gratuity funds. So these are the few of the filings that are often missed out by most of the companies, and while it's not something that cannot be fixed, but it involves paying penalties and fines for late filings. And second, it also delays the process of due diligence, which in turn results in delaying getting the funds. So, what are the key requirements again? So, the key requirements would be your monthly payroll statements, then key employee data, then your attendances, then your filings, computation of taxes, your whatever filings have been done with various regulatory authorities, all those copies, and basically all these, along with all the offer letters and whatever increment letters and any other letters that have been issued to employees. Well, the tip for payroll due diligence would be to ensure that you comply with all the laws. While I know it is very difficult handling so many laws at a time, the good news is government has recently brought out a change in this and announced three labor codes, and which would be subusing like almost 42 laws would be scrapped out, and it would be into these three codes. So once that happens, it's going to be a breather. But until that actually happens on ground, do ensure that all the compliances are done on a timely basis, and always take experts' help, because these can be very tricky, and any relation with anything relating to employees, always sensitive. Thank you. That is all for today. If you have any questions, please contact us at hello@elagaan.com, and do check out our website for the open source talks. Thank you.